Tony was filled with joy, waiting for his promotion to deputy factory manager. But a well-connected person took his spot instead. Faced with this injustice, Tony chose to endure it to save money for his fiancée's dowry. Little did he know that this person would only get more brazen. His first action as manager was to fire Tony. But what this person didn't expect was that Tony was someone he could never afford to mess with. Tony's true identity was the long-lost biological son of the chairman. Years ago, the female chairman and her son were pursued by enemies. The two of them fled in panic and accidentally fell to the ground. With enemies closing in, the chairman, as a mother, urged her son to escape without worrying about her. But the young boy was brave and sensible. When he saw his mother severely injured, he decided to lead the attackers away. The boy ran for his life, but was still cornered at the edge of a cliff, with no way out. He had no choice but to jump. Everyone thought he was doomed, but miraculously, the boy survived. During his disappearance, the chairman never gave up looking for her son. One day, the assistant finally discovered that Tony was working at an electronics factory under the group, and informed the female chairman that Tony had been saved by his current fiancée after going missing. For 10 years, they had supported each other and never gave up. The female chairman, hearing this, happily declared that she had chosen this future daughter-in-law. She immediately instructed the assistant to prepare the highest level of dowry, and that she would personally go to propose. As the assistant was making arrangements, he suddenly remembered something and told the chairman that Tony had been an outstanding employee at the electronics factory and had been recognized as an advanced worker for several years. If nothing goes wrong, he would be promoted to deputy factory manager tomorrow. The female chairman, hearing this, happily said she would go to the factory with the assistant the next day to surprise her son. At this moment, she didn't know that because her son had no background, the deputy factory manager position was easily replaced by the well-connected person. The well-connected person then started spreading rumors, claiming Tony was lazy at work and had to be fired. As soon as the words were spoken, everyone could tell he was targeting Tony. Tony's fiancée couldn't hold back and refuted him. Tony was a well-recognized outstanding employee in the factory. After work, while everyone else left, he stayed behind to work overtime. The tasks no one else could finish were completed by Tony. Now, wasn't this too ungrateful? The manager, seeing this, quickly stepped forward and claimed that Tony worked overtime because of his lack of ability. Otherwise, why would everyone else leave but him still working? The manager even advised the girl to break up with Tony and be with him instead. But the girl firmly replied that with Tony's ability, he could get a job at any electronics factory. The manager threatened her, saying that if he spoke a word, no electronics factory would dare to hire Tony. But the girl stood her ground and said that if they fired Tony, the workers in the factory wouldn't agree. As soon as she finished speaking, the workers began to speak out. Seeing this, the manager quickly told everyone to be quiet. This was a recognition meeting, not a place for arguments. Then, shamelessly, he announced that he would be marrying the girl next week. Everyone was shocked. The girl hurriedly explained that she had no knowledge of this, but the manager coldly laughed and said the dowry had already been accepted by her parents. At that moment, the girl's parents stepped forward.